Jen, and we're so proud of everyone who's been a part of Team Blue up until this point.
Absolutely. And you can actually see the difference even between now, today and Sunday. They're getting ready to work on, looks like this one is going to be the next forward. We've got another forward. We've got another aft over here. So we've got a lot of rockets that are coming down the line. But we're just feeling pretty good about, okay, cautiously optimistic. We know how difficult this is. I'm going to lose my mind if we land this booster today. But as we mentioned, we've got other hardware coming down the line.
Yeah, and landing the booster, it's no easy undertaking. Now, our team, including myself, recently had the opportunity to spend a day at sea with our Jacqueline crew and learn more about the operation of landing and securing the booster. A live look at Jacqueline right there. Now, this is an operation and a moment that will change the course of Blue Origin history. Check it out.
The Jacqueline is that landing platform vessel where New Glenn will come down, land, and we secure it and bring it back in.
She's 380 foot long to 150 foot wide, and she's a self-propelled vessel. We are the recovery side of the operation. This is where GS1 is going to land, and actually that feather is a center point.
We have to leave 4 days before launch. We check all our equipment, and we ensure that everything is working, everything is fully functional. We transit for 300 to 400 miles, depending on how far the landing location is. And once we get there, dynamic positioning allows the thrusters on board here will hold this in position within a range of about when the booster lands, the ROV will come out. Once it's mated with the booster effectively, we'll start pumping high pressure nitrogen into the booster, which will allow the detanking process to continue to make the booster inert and safe for us to operate around.
These are the transit stands. These are what we actually use to secure GS1 to the deck. Each one of these units is individually controlled. We'll have 6 different operators operating them out under the vehicle, and then we're able to lock out the stands, which basically rigidizes GS1 to the LPV deck and allows us to bring it home.
The complexity of what we do out here is pretty important because we operate in such an isolated environment. We're hundreds of miles offshore. We're relying on satellite communication.
The one thing about working on the ocean and in the elements, we fight it. It never wants to work with you. The best you can do is just get along with it. I hope people understand how important reusability is to this program. Us being out here and allowing us to retrieve these vehicles and bring back and reuse them, we reduce the cost, we reduce pollution.
My favorite part of being Team Blue is how everybody works together as a very cohesive group. This is really, really rewarding just to kind of see everyone marching together towards one successful landing operation.
And you've got a live look right there of Jacqueline in all her glory. And Ariane, I have to tell you, what was so great about going out with that team is, of course, they go out for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes a multitude of weeks at a time, and they're eating, sleeping, playing cards together, but also they're going through the operations. And for someone who doesn't know, can you explain, Ariane, why it's so difficult to bring a first stage back to Earth?
Well, let me just start with the basics. You have a 200-foot tall tower that has just been 120 kilometers up, and we're trying to hit a 150-foot by about 400-foot boat out there, and then the landing pad, as you see, is even smaller than that. Fun fact, the landing pad that you see there, the circle, is the same diameter as the landing pad for New Shepard. So to give you a sense, that's hard. So you've got this huge 200-foot tall tower that's coming in. We're going to slow it down with first a reentry burn, then we're going to do another burn to slow it down, and then we're just with 3 engines, then shut it down to just 1 engine.
That's right.
And we do have throttling capability on the first stage, and it'll come in for a nice soft landing, because if you think about it, it was full of fuel on the way up. When it comes down, it's essentially an empty fuel tank. So while it is heavy and very tall,
There's those engines right
the
there.
7 BE4 engines, and the center engine is the one that's going to be doing all the hard work as it comes in just in the last seconds there. And so you don't need as much power. We can pull back on the power for a nice soft landing. And when we do, it will be an extraordinary day. But we've talked about it. This is just the beginning.
It really is.
We will bring this rocket back. We'll refurbish it. We'll examine it. We've got all sorts of thoughts on what we're going to need to do to refurbish the vehicle. But our whole game plan, launch, land, repeat, is to be able to flip this rocket around and fly it again very shortly here. I should say with New Shepard, we landed the first time in November of 2015.
And here we are 10 years later.
And here we are, well, 10 years later, yeah, but it only took us about 2 months to flip around the first rocket that had ever gone to space and back. So we've got kind of same time scales that we're thinking here. It's not going to, we want to go fast on this.
And if you're taking a look at your screen, you see New Glenn on the pad, and on the upper right-hand corner, you see L minus 4 minutes and about 6 seconds. That's going to change to a T minus any moment, and that is really when the vehicle itself is starting to run on its own. We're going to start being able to hear our mission ops, Patrick Moore.
AFSS timer enabled.
Terminal count system is active. From here on out, the vehicle is running fully autonomously on software.
Disengaged. T minus 330. Rapid retract armed. Magic charge initiated.
How exciting here. We're ticking down in 3 minutes. We're going to launch this vehicle to space. We're going to put 2 satellites on their way to Mars, and we're going to try to land that booster for the first time. So exciting, and a big props to our launch control team that has managed to do a recycle on this vehicle. We want to fly today, Tabitha.
Oh, there are the cheers, yes! The energy is palpable. Our launch director, Megan Lewis, she's in the control room now. I know this is an exciting moment from her. There we have employees from all across the United States. This is Huntsville, Alabama. Big shout out to our teams there. And of course,
GS1 pre-press
HQ,
start.
Kent Washington, we see you.
Washington.
All right, rocket going through its last
GS2
motions here,
start.
making sure the tanks are pressurized to their proper flight levels.
That's right.
A warm day in Florida, but that rocket is super cold with its chill and propellants. T-minus 2 minutes to go. LNG on the first stage, liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen on the second stage. New Glenn looking beautiful, and there you go.
Beachgoers with a great view.
What makes this place so special down here on the Space Coast? A day on the beach, but you can sit there, and because our pad is so far south, a spectacular view for everybody here in Cocoa Beach.
Now we've transitioned from ground power to the vehicle's own internal power. I mean, we are getting close. Aria, hold my hand. I'm getting really excited. There are those BE4s, 7 of them, ready to take New Glenn.
3.85 million pounds of thrust combined.
60 seconds.
In just 60 seconds here, as mentioned before. We will light 4 of the engines, then 3 of the engines, just about a second or 2 off for a staggered start. You'll see the big water deluge, and that's when you know that it's game on.
I love hearing all those sounds.
You hear the power up.
You certainly do.
And with that,
you'll see that water any second now.
Let's turn it over to launch control. Let's go, New Glenn.
GS1 hydraulics internal.
Never tell me the
GS1 at flight
odds.
level. GS2 at flight level. Autopilot enabled. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up, detector. Sense motion. New Glenn has cleared the tower.
New Glenn has cleared the tower! Go, way to go!
Pushing 7 good engines. 30 seconds into flight. Engine operating parameters continue to look good at full thrust. Body rate response to nominal. 40 seconds in. End of roll stretch now level. 50 seconds into flight. Continue to see good engine operating parameters. All set. 4 engines.
A clean burn. We're coming up here on max Q, maximum
Now passing 1
dynamic
minute
pressure.
into
This
flight.
is the hardest point on the vehicle when it comes to the
Body rate response
pressures and
continue
the
to look good during
speed.
ascent.
We want to see
Engine
this
operating
rocket
parameters
punch
continue to look
through
good.
that max Q.
Seeing
Let's
good
stand
TDC
by.
control, good MR control. 1 minute, 15 seconds in. Now passing Mach 1, New Glenn is now supersonic.
Supersonic!
And we can hear the
1 minute, 30
roar here
seconds.
on the rocket.
Engine operating parameters continue to look good at full thrust. Max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. One minute, 45 seconds. Profile nominal. Now passing 2 minutes into flight.
We'll hit MECO, main engine cutoff. That's going to lead to a sequence of events. We will separate the first stage from the second, and that's when the first stage is going to begin its journey back home. We're going to see if we can land the booster separately. Of course, we will get the second stage off and going with the NASA ESCAPADE satellites on board on their way to Mars.
Trajectory continues to look good, seeing good data quality coming down from the vehicle. Body rate response
Great to hear that.
nominal.
Good data quality.
All 7 engines continue
Looking
to look
nominal. Next up, MECO, which is main engine cutoff. The cheers are real. You can hear them all the way in here.
good. And we have MECO.
And we have MECO.
And we have good stage set.
We have good stage separation.
And we have ignition on stage 2. Both engine parameters look good.
Stage 2 ignition.
Oh, you see the 2 rockets there.
Body rate stamping out nicely. Both B3U engines look good at the high thrust set point. Body rate responses look good. 3 minutes, 43 seconds into flight.
Great shot. Look at that here.
We have good indication of halo fairing jettison. Both B3U engines
Great.
continue to look good. Body rate
Fairings of
response is
jettison.
nominal. Seeing good data coming down from both stages.
Great data. We're 4 minutes into NG2.
And you saw
Tank
their
pressure response
spectacular
from GS2
view
look
from
good.
down from our
Responses
GS2.
continue to look good.
You see
This is a 9.5 minute burn
nozzles
for
of the
GS2.
BB3U
4 minutes, 25
engines
seconds
there.
into flight.
All right, at 9 minutes is when we're expecting the first stage to touch down on Jacqueline.
Approximately 2 minutes remaining in the GS1 coast.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us for NG2. So far, a nominal mission.
GS2 is now
Our second
320
mission of
kilometers
NG2.
downrange, traveling at 2.8 kilometers per second. Trajectory
We had a
continues to look
clean
good on
ascent
both
burn,
stages.
clean separation, clean fairing
Right down the middle of the range
jettison.
track. Engine operating parameters on GS2 look good. 5
Sounds like
minutes,
our
16 seconds into
GS2
flight.
is having a beautiful ride. The NASA ESCAPADE satellites are
GS1 has
exposed
reached
to
apogee,
space
now entering
right
the
now.
descent phase.
And we've got GS1
The
coming
E3Us
down
continue
for
to look
landing
good. GS2 body
at
rate's
T
nominal.
plus 9 minutes.
One minute remaining in the GS1 coast. Continue to see good data coming down from both GS1 and GS2. Body rates on both stages look good. The E3U engines look good.
Everything looking good, looking nominal.
Seeing good TVC
And
and MR
Ariane, this
control on
moment coming up
GS2.
is an important one.
Trajectory
It is.
continues to look good.
We're going to relight the BE4 engines for the re-entry
Body rates
burn.
nulling out on GS1. The exo turn is complete.
There you go. It's about 300,000 feet, less than 100
6 minutes,
kilometers
30
up
seconds
there,
into
coming
flight.
in for a landing on the Jacqueline, 375 miles offshore, waiting for the first time to land
And
Blue
standing by for
Origin's
GS1
New Glenn
ignition
booster
shortly.
on the Jacqueline.
Continue to see body rates on GS1.
That looks great. We have our booster re-entry burn. All three engines.
No matter what happens next, we have had a good day. This is further than we made it on NG1.
That's right.
See indication of engine ignition on GS1. Continue to see good data from GS1.
About a minute and a
GS2
half
engine parameters look good.
is when we would see,
Confirm engine cutoff
never
on GS1.
tell me the odds, return to Earth.
You
7
see it in
minutes,
kind of
40
that
seconds into
horizontal
flight.
position. We've got the strakes on the base of the booster, which give it lift. So we can basically fly this booster. Of course, we're using the forward fins as well, plus some of our reaction control system to, as well as the gimbling
GS1
on the
now passes
BE4
30% max
engines
Q.
to
Passing
turn
8 minutes
the rocket
into flight.
accordingly. On here, it starts to tilt
GS1
down.
now halfway
1
in its
minute to
planned
go.
burn. GS1 systems,
Less than
GS2 systems
40,000
continue to
feet.
look good. GS2 throttle down complete. Responses look good. Eight minutes, 20 seconds in flight. Standing by for landing burn ignition. And we have landing burn ignition. See 3 good engines.
We've got our booster landing burn.
Engine control looks good.
Of course, those coils are there.
8 minutes, 43 seconds in flight. Legs deployed. Now down to
Great
landing
shot
burn.
from our booster.
Standing by for touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
Standing by for touchdown. Touchdown confirmed. GS2 continuing through its turn. System looks good. Rocket out for the time. GS2 systems continue to operate well as it's continuing to its planned burn. We're in at the low set point. Body rates look good. And good MR.
Congratulations, Team Blue. You did it.
Now passing 10 minutes, 40 seconds into flight. GS2 trajectory continues to look good. Body rate's phenomenal. Tank pressures look good. Engine operating parameters look good. GS2 is now 1,600 kilometers downrange, traveling at 5.9 kilometers per second.
On the right-hand side, GS2. On the left-hand side, you have our booster, our
Less
new
than
Glenn
2 minutes
booster.
now remaining to
Never
Seco.
tell me the odds. Right there on the Jacqueline in the middle of that feather. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations, guys.
A landed orbital rocket. What an incredible
What a
day for Blue Origin, for the space industry.
GS2 systems continue to look good through its burn.
I'm speechless, which is rare for me.
Approximately 1 minute remaining in the burn.
GS2 continues.
Of course, on a nominal path.
On a nominal path. I need a second to catch my breath.
GS2 body rates remain stable.
I think I heard my hand banging on the table too much. This is incredible.
TVC and MR. Tank pressures are nominal. Throttle pressures are stable.
Oh, I'm getting word they're going to replay the landing. That's something so good, you got to watch it twice. Give it back to us.
12 minutes, 30 seconds into flight.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Standing by for Chico 1 shortly.
Landing
Perfect.
of the first stage of New Glenn with the one central BE4. Let's wait here for our second stage. It's going to cut off its engine. It's done its first burn.
And we have Seco, GS2 engine cutoff.
Seco 1.
Yeah.
Seco 1 is confirmed. GS2 right down the track.
Damping out nice.
Currently in the
Shut down
coast
train.
We have one for 2 so far on our 2 objectives for our second
Tank pressure
mission
control continues to
of
look
New
good.
Glenn. We have landed the booster for the first time ever. And next up, in about 20 minutes here, we are going to separate the blue and gold satellites of NASA's ESCAPADE mission. Of course, the most important thing of any launch is making sure you get your payloads where they need to go. And
there's our team in Ken. Hey, guys. That's right. Oh, I see the celebration.
Huntsville, thank you. Thank you for those beautiful engines.
GS2 systems are operating nominally as the vehicle is in its first
We
coast.
love you too, Huntsville.
I see you. That place is wall to wall. That just shows you the passion and the dedication of every single person that works here at Blue Origin. And Eddie, you're with our friends here at Rocket Park.
Hey,
Give it to us. What's going on?
Next
At this
stop,
time in
Moon.
flight,
Next
GS2 is
stop,
now
Moon.
3,020
Next stop,
kilometers
Moon. That's what
downrange,
everybody's saying
traveling
back here.
7.9
Guys,
kilometers per
what a
second.
day, what a momentous occasion, an incredible opportunity to witness live.
Eddie, I'm going to be honest with you. It's so loud around you. They're chanting so loud, and rightfully so. I'm having a hard time hearing you. But you got to tell me, what is this moment like for you, Eddie? You've been here a long time. You've seen the New Shepard booster land for the first time, and now you're watching New Glenn.
10 minutes remaining in the coast.
Yeah, this one was way better. Just incredible to watch. We're just here, launch, land, repeat. It starts today.
Launch, land, repeat. I love it, Eddie. And I believe we also have some video, of course, of the celebrations happening all throughout Rocket Park, in every corner of what is going on in this building. Here's a moment. And of course, that's mission control, launch control. Where is it? You know you're going to see it when they do it. There it is.
Oh, in the middle there, you see Jeff Bezos, Jordan Charles, the head of our New Glenn program, Dave Limp.
Celebrations all around. And there you have it. Let's show it to you one more time.
15 minutes
Our New Glenn booster out on the Jacqueline.
From GS2
Oh, I can't wait till she comes home.
I have never seen anything more beautiful. Not since the first landing of New Shepard in November of 2015. My goodness, we are almost
10 years
almost
later.
Exactly 10 years apart to land our booster. Just incredible. And now we're watching here. We've got a map here on the left. That's our stage 1 that, of course, made this beautiful landing on the Jacqueline, 375 miles off the coast. And what you're seeing there in the center of your screen, GS2 with NASA's ESCAPADE satellites on board. We're waiting. We have about another 16, 17 minutes until we deploy the 2 satellites.
That's right.
First the blue, then 30 seconds later, the gold to give them some space. And then about 5 minutes after that, we also have what we call a hosted payload on board, a Viasat radio tech demonstrator on board that we will also power on. But right now, all 3 payloads are exposed to space and are on a beautiful flight, a completely nominal flight.
That's right.
So far on its way to space and waiting for deployment here.
And at 17 minutes into flight, landing the booster, of course, was a historic moment for us here at Blue Origin. But the show isn't over. Still tracking, of course, deployment of ESCAPADE. And here's some of the milestones we want you to be aware of over the next 20-ish minutes. All right, at the T+25 minute, the second stage engine will ignite. At T26:44, we're going to have SECO-2, which is that second stage engine cutoff. And then, of course, at the T+33 minute mark, and that's when we finally get to see ESCAPADE deploy. They're going to deploy and separate at about 30 seconds apart. First blue separation and then gold separation. And finally, as you mentioned, Ariane, we will have at about T+38 minutes that Viasat tech demonstration will turn on. But we have got one accomplishment under our belt, and as we await the second one with our mission today, I got the chance to actually catch up with Dr. Shannon Curry. Now, she's a project scientist on ESCAPADE, and she explains how long it took to get to this point with ESCAPADE and what this moment means for their missions.
Approximately 6.5 minutes remaining in the coast. These 2 body rates have remained stable throughout the coast and continue to see good data coming down from the vehicle. Trajectory is nominal.
Shannon, can you kind of explain how ESCAPADE really encapsulates the past, the present, and the future?
Yes, especially working with Blue Origin, what ESCAPADE can do is tell us about what happened at Mars billions of years ago. It used to be habitable with oceans and lakes of water, but then something happened to its atmosphere. All of that water evaporated and dried up, and now we have this desert that it is today. And that brings us to today, which is that if we understand Mars's atmosphere and what it's doing, we can help protect future assets, especially not just robots landing on the surface, knowing how they enter that atmosphere safely, but it's not an if, it's a when humans actually go to Mars, and that brings us to our future. And so ESCAPADE, working with a company like Blue Origin, is going to change how we get to Mars and how we protect our assets there, our robots and our crewed flight.
What is the most exciting part about being a part of this project for you?
So the thing I'm the most excited about is that this is going to change how we go to Mars. So we've never done a mission like this at NASA or really in any other part of the world. And using all of these commercial sectors where we're pushing the envelope and we're doing incredible kinds of technology to get low cost, high risk science and get our taxpayers the best bang for their buck, you can't beat that.
So can you dive in a little more and explain how both commercial and academic
now just
partnerships
past 20 minutes
lead to
into
something
flight,
like ESCAPADE?
less than 5 minutes remaining in the coast.
The academic environment means you just get to think for a living. You get to think of these ideas, and this is where the theory comes in. But then the commercial partnerships, these are the experiments.
And we are now
these are the
seeing
people
tank
who make
pressures
it happen.
increasing in
Make all of
preparation
our
for the next burn.
dreams in academia. All of our dreams at
And good system
universities
response.
happen. And NASA then enables that. So you have this like perfect 3 points of this like pyramid to do incredible and great things at places like Mars.
How long has this project been underway? I mean, when did the first idea for ESCAPADE come about, bringing it to today?
Rob and I started thinking about this mission back in 2016 and 2017, and it took years of planning and years of iteration until we found the right
Now just past
partners,
21 minutes
we
into
found the
flight.
right
Data quality
spacecraft,
coming
we
down
found
from
the
the
right
vehicle
rocket,
continues to look
and
good.
here we are today. So we are coming up on 10 years in the making to make this
Body
happen.
rates
So 10 years in the
continue
making to get us
remain
to the point
stable
of
throughout
launch.
the
And
coast.
then once it launches, you have another, let's see, we're in 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, another 5-ish years of getting the
Tank
data
pressures are continuing
before you
to
get the
increase
data
as
and then
expected in
processing that.
preparation for the
5
burn.
years of science to me sounds like heaven. So I think for some folks, waiting is hard, but for the science team, we are ecstatic. We will take every single bit of data that we can get. And again, with working with our partners, being able to get all of that data and enabling this incredible opportunity to explore not just Mars, but actually the entire trajectory there, that's science waiting to happen.
What is your message to all the collaborators who've had hands on ESCAPADE at this moment in time as you're kind of just waiting for it to deploy?
To all of our collaborators,
3 minutes
thank
remaining to
you
engine
from the
ignition.
bottom of my heart. We're so excited. We can't wait to work with you, and we're going to totally change how we do things at Mars. As we get ready for launch, my final thoughts are go ESCAPADE, go Blue, and we're so happy to be here.
And we're so grateful to have you on the team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Of course, so great to be able to hear from Dr. Shannon Curry. The booster there, though,
Tank pressures
on the
continue to
pad. It is a moment we are
Body
still
rates remain
kind
stable.
of taking in and processing.
systems
Ariane,
operating
you and I.
Buzzing.
Speechless,
I'm
excited.
Speechless. I'm trembling. My jaw is still on the desk here. An incredible day. The star there.
Right.
The second booster of New Glenn. The stars, all more than 10,000 employees here at Blue
2 minutes remaining
Origin.
to the coast.
If you guys aren't as in shock as I am, this team has done an incredible job.
Absolutely.
In the years, in the months leading up to this, in the minutes, there they are.
There's the team. That's Kent, Washington, our headquarters. Wall-to-wall people, by the way.
To see our launch control recycle like that, to see the team flip around the rocket
30 seconds
from
remaining to engine ignition.
a valiant attempt
Systems
on
continue to
Sunday,
operate nominally.
dealing with solar weather that we haven't seen in years,
Tank pressure profile.
working closely with our
Pressure.
customers, especially
Body
with
rates remain
NASA. Thank you for your patience.
And there's Huntsville, Alabama.
Just an incredible, the epitome of teamwork all the way along to this moment to see New Glenn
Telling the odds.
Under 1 minute
And if you
now
didn't
remaining
know,
to GS2 engine ignition.
that is what we have named this boost.